You deal with so many different cohorts. Like it seems like you go from children all the way to adults as well. I was wondering if you've ever seen any positive impact of what you do aside from just not just like the physical accomplishments, which by the way Eclipse is very accomplished, my god, medals all over the place on Instagram, just take a look. But regardless, it's how else do you feel like it's impacted them?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's impacted me a lot. Like, I treat these kids like they're all my own children, and it's hard for me sometimes to separate out like bringing that home with me. And I'm sure it's like anyone, like a doctor, but I think about them a lot. I think about, how am I going to fix this? This one looked like they had a bad day. Like, maybe I should reach out, or just, like they enhance my life. I go to work, I go to practice, and in that short amount of time, I just forget about everything that's, going on. And it's just an hour and a half of just pure enjoyment. And like, I never feel like it's work. So to me, it's like, it's an amazing experience. And they come up with all these great things sometimes. And it's just like, wow, I didn't think of that, because they look at life from a kid's perspective. And then I look at life from an adult's perspective. So it's nice to have that. Keeps me young. Um, what do I think they're gaining? A lot of positives. Number one, a great team atmosphere, some friendships that will last them forever. Development, even if they don't get medals, they're always getting better. And then you just see the smile on their faces. I mean, I have one little guy, Mason, just love him to bits. I've, trained him since he was little, and we did starting blocks and he just wasn't getting it. But, we just kept working at it. And then the one time he sets it up and then he does one on his own. And he's like, yes, I got it. And I was just like, oh, wow. Like, like to me, that was like a great moment.
I agree. I love to see. Oh my God, I can just imagine it.
It
'Cause
was
I'm
just,
quite passionate myself. A lot of athletes are passionate, of course. So you finally do something you train, you're like, yes.
yeah,
Oh, that's great.
is he the best at the blocks right now? No, but just him seeing that confidence that, yeah, I got it. So then he was like, let's do some more. And the more he does it, the better he gets. Like, it's just seeing them, like, even they just focus sometimes more because they want something. And it's just like a different kid all of a sudden. They get life lessons too from track and field and what we do. And that's mostly the basis of what I do. Is everyone going to be an Olympian? No. Just like not everyone that joins hockey is going to be an NHL player. So, I mean, what else can we do to build on, them becoming the future leaders of our communities, and good members of society, and role models for other people. And that's the other thing I saw even tonight. One of my older sprinters, the little kids were just like looking at him like, wow, because he's so fast. And he I posted about him because he's going to the national track meet, and they were just like, oh my God, there he is, there's Miles. And you just, it's so cool. Like, I love that.
Oh, it's such a beautiful thing to hear. Oh, look, so we have a little guest here. So I'm sorry, my two dogs. People listening to the podcast will know they bark every now and then. But regardless, yeah, it's such a beautiful thing. So we did have a coach on Speak Real before. He coached football, and you two touched upon a lot of similar things. And it's like one is the you share that love for your students, your team, because you become a big part of their lives. More so than you would bargain for when you start off, right? I mean, they look forward to seeing you. It's weird to think that, but at some point they're done school, like you have to know these kids they're thinking about you. They're like, yes, I get to see Coach Cathy today. We're gonna do some drills today. Blah 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 blah. Because I put myself looking back when I was that kid, also thinking, yes, Mrs. Shurig, I still remember her name. You see, that's how important. That's how important coaches are. And yeah, so you really do bring such a big impact to them, because it's not only do you care so much for them, they actually care a lot about you as well. And it's always great to see that bond, and it makes for not just better athletes, like you said. Not everyone's gonna be an Olympian, not everyone's gonna go play NHL or NFL, right? But they carry these fundamentals with them in so many different aspects of their life. And that's what's really great. You know, you're talking about focus, right? Focus, you need that everywhere. If you're going to do if they're doing their homework, they got to focus on that too. And you are helping them hone those kind of skills.
If you want to hear more stories, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. To support more youth by youth led projects, visit us at youthspeak.ca, where you can donate and spread youth mental health awareness.
YouthSpeak Performance Charity. Speak, inspire, change.